And now we're thinking. Let's go ahead and get out that battle axe.
No, I'm gonna save it.
Oh.
Ah, what the heck. Here, Tethys, take this battle axe. So it's like Berserkers are great, they're great, but it's like their special ability is not as useful as it is on a Swordmaster because they're so strong as it is. So really, in my opinion, you're better off
gain a little bit more than
a little bit more. They have the same strength cap, so they're doing as much raw damage as a Berserker, which is a lot. So much so that you don't really need the critical, and then they get an extra weapon, which is cool. The one thing about Berserkers, however, that I like, that's a perk that I wish Berserkers were a better class so I could be obliged to use them more, is I like the way they can cross terrain. I really like that.
Oh yeah, that's the really nice thing about Berserkers. But what's kind of annoying is that there isn't quite enough of that in the game. And
that was weird.
That made up for those bad level ups earlier.
Ross has the wackiest HP of any warrior I've ever trained. Yes, we're all 30 luck people.
Also, let's also think more strategy. Is that warriors and berserkers, they also can't both have the same endurance, and that they both can't have the same defense and resistance, same avoid. Usually berserkers have better avoid because they're the faster ones, but so really, between the two of them, it's like the warrior and the berserker. They can both put out a tremendous amount of raw damage with just their axe fighting powers, but so the berserker doesn't really gain much from the crit chance boost. So because they're going to be doing lots of carnage anyway, even if they didn't have it. So really, warriors kind of, by our standards, kind of have an upper hand in that they can use bows.
Yeah, so that's why I like warriors.
But generals are better.
Yeah.
Generals, I think at one point we decided that in Fire Emblem 7, Oswin and Hector were the best axe-using units in the game.
Yeah, Hector and Oswin.
Because they were both...
Raven is good too, but I think Oswin and Hector have the drop on him because of their higher,
defense.
Whatchamacallit. Constitution also.
Yes.
Alright, we're gonna send the dude with the battle axe in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or, yeah, why not? We'll just use up that steel axe first.
So, and it's kind of interesting because, generals and Hector, they use these really strong, beefy weapons, so tactically you'd want to put them against really strong, beefy enemies, because that's the kind of thing that they'll get a lot of mileage out of attacking.
Yep.
But, those really big, beefy enemies also do a lot of damage, so, but the generals and Hector's defense makes up for it.
Yep.
So, which is something that warriors and berserkers don't have. They have to rely on their high HP, which just peters out after a while.
Especially when they start getting hit by spells.
Yes. But of course, Oswin and Hector, they weren't too hot against spells either.
Yeah, that's true.
But the thing is that tactically speaking, it's like you have axes. Their thing is power, so you want to pit against enemies with high defense and health.
Oh, lols!
Just like this! And, so what else do you want when you... So, and the thing is that in Fire Emblem, enemies with high defense and health also usually tend to have very high strength.
Another
So,
critical, please. Thank you.
So if you have a unit who's like use like this axe fire with really high attack power, you also
Sweet.
kind of want to have
I'll send that
this
to
high
F-Ring.
defense. You also want to have high defense going in as well. So that's actually what makes generals so nice, is that they hit hard and they can take it too.
And Amelia can dodge on top of that,
Mm-hmm.
which is cool.
She's like F-Ring, only with less movement and able to use all the weapons.
And better stats. Ah, shut up. I only had one use left on that thing anyway.
So that's kind of, for us, the tier listing on best axe users. The top 4 is
Hector.
Hector, or actually top 5. Hector, generals. Would they be tied? I think they're tied. Actually, you might say Hector out of practicality in that he just has high starting axe rank. Because
Yeah,
he's
there
using
is that.
axes.
Yeah, Hector, I think Hector is better than generals because Hector gets to use axes right off the top.
Yes.
Hector is definitely the best unpromoted axe user, by far and away.
Yes. So top 5: Hector, generals, heroes, warriors, and berserkers. The thing is for us is
Make a
that
start on
heroes,
this
they
guy.
also have really high speed, so
Oh, nice, Amelia. Thank
combine
you.
that with the axe's high strength, they'll generally tend to be doing the double hit carnage that any warrior can do, and they'll also have higher.
Yeah, well,
impact
if you'll
volume.
notice on this playthrough, my axe specialist, aside from Ross, was a hero.
Yes.
Garrick. Garrick is very, very, very good axe user.
He is probably even better than Ross, technically, because he has higher build than Ross. Really, he does. And let's just use...
Battle axe time, yeah, hang on.
Get out there.
I'm just using all the goodies I get because technically this playthrough doesn't count.
Doesn't count for our main playthrough. And, so go ahead and use that energy ring when you win. Because you can. Anytime now.
Anytime now, he's gonna do it.
And press A, come on.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yes, you can press A to get that message to go away.
Yay!
So,
Now they're all obscenely strong.
bash stuff, Ross, with your manly axe.
Okay.
And
Yeah, battle axe. Still not quite strong enough.
That's why we have a dancer.
That's true. This is truth. You know what? I'm gonna use up the steel axe
Yeah,
just
go ahead.
because I hate having those things hanging around. He's
Yeah, Ross,
being weird.
Ross is skilled. Really, he is. Because we don't want the game to crash, we're gonna road state.
Yeah, we roasted at the beginning.
Finish him!
Finish him! Ta-da!
I think she can use the killing edge now.
Yeah, she can use that killing edge we got. Sweet.
Smash. Smash.
Smash, smash. Alright, that's enough exercise for you, Amelia.